Welcome everybody to another edition of Papa Bojo's Kitchen. Today we're going to make bean soup using our ham bone from our Easter ham. Here are your ingredients. Stir, cover, wait a few seconds, then turn the heat off and take it off the heat. Next, we're going to add our ham bone to a pot. Then we're going to add about 4 quarts of water. We're going to turn the heat on high and bring this to a boil. Once this comes to a boil, we're going to cover it, turn it down to a simmer, and let this simmer for 1 hour. While the beans are resting and the broth is simmering, we're going to add our 2 tablespoons of butter and olive oil to a pan, and we're going to melt this. While this starts to melt, I'm going to break up, believe it or not, my garlic. I'm going to put these chunks in the oil just to flavor the oil. Once you see the garlic start to brown like this, take it out. Now add in your onion and saute your onion. Continue sauteing the onion until they become translucent. Once you see your onions have started to brown, add in both your carrots and your celery and stir. Now add in your ham and stir. We're going to cook this now to just warm up the ham a little bit. Once the ham is warmed up, then we're going to add in our chicken stock and we're going to stir. We're going to bring this to a boil and then we're going to turn it off temporarily. Once this comes to a boil, we're going to add in our 2 bay leaves and we're going to stir. And we're going to turn the heat off and cover. While everything is simmering, we're going to now make all of our spices and grind our spices up. We're going to first do the peppercorns. And to grind it with this mortar and pestle, you're just going to pound them down. You're going to break each and every one of them up, and we're going to make a nice coarse pepper. There's the coarse pepper. Now we're going to add the salt and the thyme and the rosemary all to this, and we're going to grind it all together. Now we're going to pour this all out. You can see what a nice spice mix that we have ready to go into our bean soup. When this comes to a boil, you're going to turn the heat down to as low as you can, and you're going to cover and simmer. After 1 hour of soaking, we're going to drain your beans, and we're going to stir them in with all of the broth. We're going to take 2 cups of our broth from our ham bone. We're going to add this to our soup. We're going to stir this and bring this to a boil. Once this comes to a boil, you're going to turn it down to a medium rolling simmer, and you're going to cook this for 30 minutes to 1 hour, however long it takes for the beans to become fully tender. Now notice there's this oil slick that you're seeing from the olive oil. You're going to eventually take and scoop that out after the soup's all done cooking. Again, we're going to turn this down to a medium boil. We're going to cover and simmer. In the meantime, we're going to strain all of this great broth that we got from this ham bone, and we're going to let it cool, and we're going to freeze it for as ever long as we want to make things like split pea soup, lentil soup, potato soup, any other type of soup where you want that nice ham bone broth flavor in it. And that's all there is to making a great bean soup. Take a look at this great bean soup, and I'll have some great pictures for you also. Buon appetito, everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you again soon. Bye.